Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is a paid request for Sean. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. I do have a Cash App as well. Links are down below in the info box. I'll get to it as soon as I can. For those who sent them, thank you. I do appreciate it. Try and get these out as soon as possible. And Sean wanted me to review another Studio Ghibli film, which did TT's Delivery Service, which I did not mind that film. I liked it for its simplicity, but Princess Mononoke wasn't for me, and sadly, I'm going to just off the bat, this wasn't for me either. So, end of review. No, not really. But I know a lot of people like these type of films. Like I said, TT's Delivery Service I liked, but I guess that's the rarity for me on these type of movies on this studio, because there's some nice animation, I'll give you that. There's some decent creativity, but I just didn't really get, for me personally, I just did not get into the story. I didn't really get into the plot of the film. The characters I found rather uninteresting. It feels like it kind of meanders from point A to point B. And then when I read up that apparently when they make these films, there's, at least the guy who made it said there was no script. When they started making the film, there was no finished script, I should say. There was no finished script. You don't have the story finished when you start filming. I'm like, well, then that kind of makes damn sense as to why I kind of was off with the movie. Wasn't made with a finished story, and I thought it showed. Because I didn't really feel like there was an arc to the character. I know people say it's about growing up. I don't see that, because the girl at the beginning, our lead character who's 10 years old, I thought she was the same damn person as the end of the movie. And I know people make these big dissertations on the film about X, Y, and Z reasons. I didn't feel that way with the movie. Hey, you like the film, you want to delve that deep into it? Cool. I know how that goes. There's films I love. The Hitcher with Rutger Hauer, Jacob's Ladder from 1990, that I feel like I want to go very deep into its themes and what it means and interpretations and stuff. I just don't care about doing it with this movie. Came out in 2001. I think it won Best Animated Film at the Oscars. To each their own. It's not that I hated the film. I don't think it's an awful film. I was just kind of bored with it, to be honest. What else am I going to do? Lie? This 10-year-old girl's with her parents. They're going to a new home. They're looking around. They see this tunnel. The girl's like, we shouldn't go in there, but the parents do it. On the other side of the tunnel, they find this ghost town. The parents, who you barely know as characters at this point, they start eating. There's nobody around. They see nobody around, and they see a restaurant that's open and has all this food displayed. But again, there's nobody around. It's like a ghost town. So these parents just start eating the shit, which that threw me for a loop, because I'm sitting there going, I don't care where I go. If I walk into somewhere and there's nobody around and there's just food there, unless it's even if it's the apocalypse, I would think maybe be contaminated. Like, why is there a ghost town? How long has this food been there? Is this food proper, not proper? Also, I'm eating it without paying for it, so if someone finds me, hey, you don't pay for that shit? Oh, I hope I don't get in trouble. Hope I don't get arrested. Also, maybe people left that food there for a reason. Maybe it's, again, what if it's contaminated? What if it's rotten? How long has it been there? Has it been there a day, a week, a month? You don't fucking know. So, you just sitting there and eating all this goddamn food. And then in the midst of doing it, like, the girl wanders off and sees this kid named Haku, not the wrestler, that pulls people's eyes out. Says, warns her, you need to get the fuck out of Dodge. She dissed her parents, but her parents are fat pigs. Not Steven Seagal, but actual fat pigs. And then she realizes that it's sunset and it's nighttime, and now the town has all these ghosts, all these spirits, and different creatures. And, some good animation, some decent designs on some of the stuff. Like this one with like a kabuki mask that they call No Face. But, I mean, it wasn't earth-shattering. It wasn't amazing in designs. I was like, oh, okay. That reaction. And then pretty much, I guess, the way the plot goes about, she gotta go get a fucking job. So she tries to get a job with one person, and there's these bugs, spider things that take to the coal, to the boiler. She does it, and then the little bugs freak out. I guess they want her to do their job for them or something. Then this woman that works with the boss of this boiler says, get the fuck out, you should work over there. And so she starts working for this old lady that looks like, that's like a giant lady with a big mole, like a wart as big as my fucking ball sack, looking like a giant Angela Lansbury, and apparently she's the one who cursed her parents. Which I'd be like, what the fuck? Fuck you, suck a dick, okay? Murder, I'm gonna write your fucking obituary, you bitch. Better do it, fits this shit right. I'm gonna write a message in your coffin that says, fuck you. But she doesn't say any of that. Just says it's not that kind of film. So I guess she's going to has this girl work at a bathhouse. And then it's kind of like the plot didn't really know where to go. It's just, oh, this one creature who's like pollution comes in and she cleans it, and then apparently pulls like this massive amount of junk out of it. And it, oh, thank you for doing that. And gives her a dumpling that's magic. There's the wannabe, big old face Angela Lansbury. There's these three heads that will kind of roll around on each other. And then there's this big baby. And then, like, the giant baby will turn to a mouse. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this movie? The little boy, she knew Haku. I wish he was a wrestler. Tear everyone's eyes out in this movie. Became like a serpent dragon. And he became that because he ate some seal. Not, that seal. Animal seal. I mean, like a not the animal seal, little like actual seal. So she takes her dumpling and feeds it in and turns into a boy and pukes up the seal with the sludge. She steps on it like a bad habit. Drops it like a bad habit. The creature that's No Face, starts kind of willy-nilly just golfing people down, and offers this like gold stuff, and the little girl's like, no, I don't want it, and then he has a hissy fit tantrum until she finally gives it the other piece of the damn magical dumpling, and then starts having the big tummy ache. I'll get some Tums for that shit. Alka-Seltzer, I don't know, get some Pepto-Bismol for that shit, I don't know. Then starts puking out the stuff it ate, so they're not dead, and then becomes friends with her. And then she kind of just wanders around, goes over here, goes on a train, goes over here. The guy with the kabuki mask stays with this person, comes back. And then Haku, the boy, is recovered and makes a deal. If the girl does this and this, give her parents back and let them go. And she's like, okay, but I'll give her one more test. And the test is, here's all these pigs. Which one are your parents? And she's like, none of them. I don't know how the fuck she knew that. It's not like, okay, she's learned to study people, or she's learned to, like, maybe earlier in the film, she didn't know her surroundings. She was always stuck in the clouds, but throughout this ordeal, she's learned to notice people's patterns, notice people's little ticks, and not the bud kind, like those little things here and there. And now she uses what she's learned to figure out these are or are not your parents. No, it's just, oh, none of them are. Yay! And then she gets her parents back, and they get the fuck out, and then that's it. They leave. And I'm sitting there going, okay, you don't get it. You're right. You're right. So now what? You're right. You're right, I don't get it. You're right. When you're right, you're right. When you're right. So now what? Again, it just, I'm sure, obviously multiple people get a lot more out of this than I did. I was just rather bored. The characters didn't do anything for me. Haku, the boy, you find out is like a river spirit as well. Whatever. Maybe because I'm not really part of that culture, so maybe if you're part of that culture, a lot of things will be reflected more than it wouldn't me, some redneck guy, and freezes balls off in Texas right now. I mean, a lot of people love it. A lot of people, I don't know, maybe Studio Ghibli films are just not for me. Again, I like TT's Delivery Service. Because that one I felt it was just more of a drive of she's got to live on her own and learn who, to stand on her own 2 feet and who to trust and not to trust. And I just got more out of that in its simplicity than this. I mean, it won Best Animated Feature. It's regarded as one of the best films of the 21st century. And one of the greatest animated films ever made. Really? Fuck that shit. Steven Spielberg said it's better than any Disney film he's ever seen. Fuck that shit. If you liked it, that's cool, but I call bullshit on that. I like the original Lion King, Aladdin. Let's look up Disney. You know what? Let's go Disney animated films. I mean, these are just theatrical. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, I would put above this. Pinocchio, I would put above this. Dumbo, Bambi, I would put above this. Some of these I haven't seen in a while, so I would need to rewatch it. Mary Pop, well, that's not really fair. That's part of live action. How Robin Hood, I would put above this. Aladdin, I would put above this. Lion King, I would put above this. And I'm not going to name all of them. Mulan, I would put above this. Tarzan, I would put above this. Finding Nemo, I would put above this. Hell, I would put Wall-E definitely above this. I would put Toy Story and Toy Story 2 above this. Zootopia I would put above this. Again, some of these I haven't seen or I completely forgot about. I mean, and that's just Disney. I mean, other animated films. That are not Disney. The Iron Giant, How to Train Your Dragon, I would put above this. Titan AE, I think that's a very underrated film. I would put that above this. That's an underrated one. I would say Ice Age, I was more entertained than it was this. Bud's Life, I would put above this. I'd rather watch The Prince of Egypt than this. Kung Fu Panda, I'd rather watch than this. Megamind, I'd rather watch than this. Legend of the Guardians, The Owls of Gahul, I'd rather watch than this. An American Tale, The Land Before Time. Man, I don't give a fuck about films like Hop or The Ant Bully or other shit. And I'm not saying those are god-awful movies, just I don't care. I mean, I don't really see it. I mean, these are ideas that you see in other anime films. People act like they've never seen an anime film in their life. I mean, what the fuck? That's fine. People just say I don't get it. I don't care. Fuck it. So, I don't care how shitty this review is. I just know I'm going to get shit for it because I didn't know it was considered that good of a movie. Oh well. Fuck it. People liked it, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. You're the majority. Just ain't for me. I mentioned a bunch of anime films I like and prefer over it. So, take that for what you will. I didn't TT's Delivery Service I didn't mind. But, hey, if you liked it, teach your own. Oh well. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.